excited about this hunt I'm making this afternoon. I'm hunting with my son, Landon, and we hadn't hunted together. We're both in a tree at the same time in about 10 years. And he really took interest in hunting this year. And matter of fact, he just killed his first traditional deer. I think season had been in 3 days. He did it all on his own. And I think he's got the bug now, so. Down here hunting on this public land, I just dropped him off at a persimmon tree that I found probably 3 weeks ago. Never climbed on it. But he's set up really good on it, as long as the wind will cooperate. And I'm sitting on a tree that I call Old Reliable. I've killed a deer on this tree every year for the last 5 years in a row, and that's every year since I found it. And up until this point, I've always killed the deer the first time I sat the tree. And that streak got broken this year. The first time I hunted, I didn't see anything. And the last time I came in here, I ended up seeing five deer and 2 hogs. And just so happened the wind was wrong every time something came in, except for the hogs. They didn't smell me. But every time the deer came in, the wind would happen to be blowing the way they were coming from. And I had them come from 3 different directions. I'm kind of in the same situation right here. The wind is good about 75% of the time. And then ever so often it'll turn and kind of blow right towards the tree here. And which is kind of where I expect the deer to come from. So if the deer end up coming in here late, hopefully it'll have died down and calmed down, steadied up some, and we'll be able to run an old tree shark through one. I got one sitting on a string. It's razor sharp and ready to go. But we're gonna sit back and see what happens. If it wasn't for this wind swirling, I would have extremely high hopes. We had a cold front come through last night, and the nighttime lows went from being around 70 to 72 degrees to I think here this morning it was 54. And you can really feel it. Really feel it in the air. It feels good. This tree's already dropped several persimmons while I was setting up. So the trap is set, and we just get some meat in here under us. We'll see if we can't skewer one. So let's sit back and see what happens. put the absolute hammer down on him at like 5 yards. Yeah, I'd say 5 yards. Shot him with that big old tree shark, and I seen the hole open up in him as the arrow passed through. Absolutely pinwheeled that joker. And I saw him out there for a pretty good ways. He'll be laying there when we get there. Man, it feels good to get the monkey off my back. I've had some horrible luck so far this year. I don't know how he didn't smell me. The wind's been crazy. It has blown the direction that he came from. Probably half the time that I've been here. The only thing I can figure is maybe I'm high enough that somehow it was blowing over him. I don't know. It's still real early. It's 6:22 right now. Probably got a good hour and 15 minutes until dark. I got another tree shark on the string. And he ran off, didn't make a whole lot of racket. I think there's a good chance we may get another one in here. So, if not, I'll see y'all on the show and tell. Alright, finally got one. I didn't think it was going to happen. It's September the 23rd. Season came in on the 11th, and I have had just an awful time this year with deer smelling me, and I've been trying to do the primitive thing and had bow trouble, arrow trouble, everything else. I'm going to have to make it quick too. My battery's getting low on my camera. Set up on my favorite persimmon tree. I call it Old Reliable. Killed a deer on it every year since I found it, and that was 6 years ago. This is the 6th deer I've killed off of it, and up until this year I had always killed a deer the first time I climbed on it, and this year it took 3 times before I ever got a shot. But this happened to be the first time I've climbed on it with the old centaur, so maybe that's what it is. I don't think the deer was in the camera when I shot. I mean, I think he might have been in there, but there was a lot of trash in the way, some low canopy and all. But I knew immediately when the arrow hit him, I saw the hole open up in him, and it's one of them, you ain't no doubt. And he ran out here, I'm guessing about 80 yards. And, about the time I lost sight of him, I think that's about where he's laying. And this is bow kill number 156. This is going to be number 108 traditional, and it's number 54 with the old centaur. If I can ever get my primitive stuff going, I'm going to start shooting with that, but until then I guess this will have to do. We'll go ahead and field quarter and get him in the sack, get him on out of here, and see if we can't do it again in the morning.